Hello Darts Nutz. What I'm going to do a review here, as you can plainly see, is the Darts Soft Tip board. Because it's quite a big box, I'm going to have to do it on the floor because my table is too small to get it all in focus. I got this a couple of weeks ago now. I was quite surprised when the box came how heavy it was. It was inside another cardboard box, and I've actually weighed the box as it is like this, and it weighs about 20 £, so it's quite a substantial weight. And Darts is a new brand, but it's from a company that's been out since about the late or mid 70s, and they've been involved in coin operated machines and soft tip darts for a lot of years, and now they're branching out into the home market. I'll just read a few things on the box first for you. It says, "Welcome to the world of Darts. Darts is a pro quality soft tip darts home board with online play features that allow real-time remote play against opponents all over the world. Simply connect our board to your PC, tablet or smartphone via Wi-Fi or USB and use your internet connection to play against your friends from the comfort of your home." It says highly durable wood construction with compact design, that's why it's so weighty. Noise dampening technology. Official competition 15.5-inch target, so in other words it's the coloured area is exactly the same as it is in other countries and what they play on the competitions. Competition games and official settings. It says download our app. The Darts home board runs off a unique software application developed specifically to satisfy even the most elite players' demands. This software includes many features that are unique to the world of darts and are highly innovative. Simply download our app for free on your device and connect it to the Darts home board through Wi-Fi or USB cable. Get ready to say hi to the world of darts. So basically, when you get the board set up, and I'll show you all that in a minute, you download the app on whatever device you want to connect it to, and you'll see when I show you that you can connect that to the board. And it is, I've already done that actually, and it is really quite interesting when you see how well made the software is. You get a free user account for 12 months upon activation, so online server maintenance fee after the 12 months is either €3 a month or €20 a year, and if you want to put additional users on, say your friends or your family, then it's €5 per new account created, and obviously that person will also have to pay for their yearly fee, either €20 a year or €3 a month, which is really quite cheap compared to how much you would put into a soft tip machine in like a bar. It says box includes Darts board, 6 Darts brass darts, 30 spare soft tips, 1 USB cable and charger, 1 user manual, 1 hanging template, 2 wall fixing screws, and obviously your free account which you get when you sign up through the app. Obviously I won't go through all the software ideas there because it's easy to show you that when it comes a little bit later when I put the app on for you. But the features of the board are, it's got Wi-Fi technology, highly durable wood construction, noise dampening technology, integrated full colour camera, LED player change button, that's on the bottom of the board. Well standard 15.5-inch competition target, long lasting industry standard segments, customizable game settings, impact resistant, what's that say, methacrylate around, it must be some special plastic or something, and USB connection for your power. I know what you're thinking, hurry up and open the box, but I just wanted to explain to you. And obviously, because it's a well-made system, it's not cheap admittedly. If you purchase this from their website and have it delivered to the UK, for example. The board itself is €368.5, and with delivery it's an extra €26. So the total price is €394 or thereabouts. That translates approximately to £313. Now, like I said, I know that sounds expensive, but when you see how well it's made, and it's made very, very well. I'm really amazed at how well this is made for a home system. I'll just go through what you've got in the box first of all. You've got the instructions on how to set the board up. This is a template that you can use, and it says on there that line should be set to 2 meters, and then when you put it on the wall, stick it on with a little bit of masking tape. Then you've got 2 holes what you can drill, and then that makes it easier to set the board up. But, I'll go through that later. And then you've got a little instruction there now to set up your software, either for your PC or your Android devices, whatever you want. You can use Android or iPhone. And that's just a what is it? Yeah, it's just a little hello and warranty information, I think. Inside the box you've got obviously the board, and you've got this little bag of darts, flights, stems, and the fixing screws, and lots of extra soft tip points. And then you've got the little charger, the USB charger. This is the European 2-pin plug, so I'm not sure whether some of them will be coming with a UK plug. I think there probably will be, but I already have a UK plug, so it's not really a problem for me. But you can also do it through the USB on your laptop or your computer. And there's the USB cable, just a normal USB cable as you've seen many times. And as you can see, the box has got this very thick forming, and it's very well packed inside. Obviously I've already opened it because I needed to check it beforehand, but I just want to show you how it comes. And that is the board. This is the plastic covering this screen. I'll take that off. It says on the sticker here, remove protector, so if you're wondering why it's green, that's the reason why. So that just comes off. It's just to protect the plastic. I'll have to pull them little bits off around the screw, just make it a little bit neater. On the bottom, as you can see, it's got the camera. I'll do a close-up of the board in a minute. I'll probably put it back on the table because it'll be a bit easier for me to do it then. But the board is really quite heavy, and as you can see, it's a really solidly made system. It's got a wood frame, and it's all wood here, wood panel there. Obviously behind that there'll be all the electronic components, and the components that are used in this board are exactly the same type of components that they use in a full stand-up machine. So you're getting really good top quality components, and it's got the little brackets there where helps you connect it to the wall. I suppose I could unscrew all that just to have a look inside, but I'm not going to. And underneath you've got the little button for when you're switching players, and also for when your dart bounces out or whatever, or you miss a score, things like that. I'll show you that later though. But it's a very nice looking board. and it was really very well made. To me, this feels just like the kind of quality that the VS Phoenix machine was that I had at home last year. The VS Phoenix machine was basically just this with a cabinet built around it, really, and it's got the same quality feel to the segments. Very solidly made. But the company that makes this is a long established company, and they've been in the coin-op business for a lot of years, and they've made soft tip darts and machines, so they actually know what they're doing. But this is their new brand of high darts home soft tip boards, so I'll get a close-up of the board now for you to have a good look at. I'll just do a quick close-up of the board before I set it up on the wall. As you can see, that's the play change button here. Very nice quality, and the USB power port, and then here you've got the webcam. Obviously it's behind this kind of clear plastic, so it's well protected, but it's only soft tip dart, so it wouldn't break it anyway. And just go around the outside. These little kind of pyramid type things, I think they're covering screws that are in the board, and obviously with it being that shape, it just lets the soft tip move over it nice and smoothly. And the little nubs around the edges, I think they're more just for cosmetic appearance, just to match that. But as you can see, it's the normal size for the soft tip darts that you get in Asia and America. I think in Germany, I think they play with a soft tip board that's got smaller segments which are similar to a steel tip size, but this is the more common version. And just like the VS Phoenix machine that I tried before, the segments on here are quite stiff, not like the Smartman dartboard that I have, where they were dead loose and very cheap and plasticky. Although I was quite impressed with the Smartman, it was not until I got the VS Phoenix machine at home that I realised just what a difference in quality was. And then getting this board now, this just feels as good as what that stand-up machine was. It's got the same kind of components, the same very strong build quality, and obviously, as you can see, I'll lift it up, it is very solid. It's not a cheap plasticky toy-like board. It's quite weighty. It's not something that you can just pick up with your hand, one hand. You need to have a good grasp of it with both hands, but obviously you have to make sure that you hang it right, and that's what I'll be doing next. So I'm going to hang the board up now. Just before I hang the board up, I'm just going to give you a quick look on the back of the board, just so you can see how it's constructed. It's got these little felt pads just around the corners, just so you can keep it smooth against the wall, and these little holes where the hooks go on either side. But as you can see, it's all solidly built, all made out of very durable wood. So let's stick it Right, I finished putting the board up on the wall. Takes a little bit of effort, but I'm hopeless at DIY, and I've managed it really quite easily, and I'm quite surprised at how well I've done it, to be honest. So if you're already pretty good at DIY, shouldn't be any problem at all. The only thing was you have to put the hooks in quite far. They're going quite a long way, but it's rock solid, no wobble at all, and I'm really surprised that the template worked as well as it did. So I'm quite chuffed with myself there. Oh, there it is. So we'll get it connected up, but I'll show you the Darts app now. So if you go onto the iDarts website, and if you scroll down, and where it says Our App, you can click on whatever option you need, whether it's Android, Apple or Windows. I've installed it on my laptop, so I clicked on Windows, and when you click on the option, and then you can download the app. Pretty straightforward. But while I'm on the site, I'll just show you what's on here. If you click on Community, they've just started this forum here, so you can click on various things. Obviously it's very early days yet, so there's not going to be a lot of people around using it. It's only been out for 3 weeks, but there's lots of things on there to be getting on with, and little tutorials and stuff, but there'll be more coming out as it progresses. So when you've got the app installed, just double click on the icon. Alright, when the app starts, you'll get that screen, and then it'll find your camera as it syncs to the board. Just click confirm. You can also hide them screens so it doesn't show. And obviously, because I've already installed this, it's already maximized. It's got an option on the top there to maximize the screen. When you first start it, it will probably be in a small window, and there's an option where you can maximize it on start. So if you go to where it says configuration, and then you've got the options either connect via Wi-Fi or USB. I've connected it by USB, and then I click save. If you go to this here, dartboard, you can press the segments on the board. That's me pressing the segments, and that's just to register the options and show you it's working. There may be some other reason why this works, because it has a nice save option there, but whether that's just for the whole thing, I'm not quite sure. And Dart hits is pretty much the same thing. That's just me pressing the board again. And if you go to camera, it has a virtual throw line. I've already got mine set up. You won't be able to see it on the floor, but wherever your line is, you can set that up, and you can move it up or down and then save it. So when you're playing a human opponent, they'll be able to see your virtual line. Sound lets you play through various sounds, and you can set the volume. Language, you've got Spanish or English. When you first start it, you might be in Spanish, so you just go to that one and then change it to English, and then click save. And when you go to other options, it says start maximized, ask confirmation on exit, auto hide menu bar. So if you have that, this bar will be auto hidden. And you can also tell it not to show the USB confirmation screen, and also the Wi-Fi tutorial. They're just various little things you can change. And obviously when you get onto that screen there, you've got offline or online. So we'll have a look at the offline now. So if I click the offline mode, you can play a game pretty much straight away and you don't have to sign in. So I'll just type in a name. And at present, these are the game options you've got. You've got 301, 501, 701, count up or cricket. So if I click 501, open in and select double out, and then if I click create, it comes onto the next screen where I can either have human opponents or play against the computer. So if I click the bot, then I can select the computer level, beginner, casual, advanced, expert. I'll just put it on master, click done, and then click start. Then you can play the computer. Right, so this is against the computer, and I'm just going to press it with my finger for now, just to show you how it works. I'm going to score a 9 darter.
Triple 20. Triple 20. Triple 20. Next player. Triple 20. Next dart. Triple 20. Next dart. Triple 20.
So obviously on master, the computer's
new round. Extract darts.
Computer's matching me on master.
Triple 20. Triple 20. Triple 20. Next player. Triple 20. Next dart. Triple 20. Next dart. Triple 20. New round. Extract darts. Triple 20. Triple 19. Double 12.
Yes!
Perfect game.
That's the only 9 darter I'll ever score. So, a 9 darter, that was what? 55 points per dart. 55.667. So, when you get there, you can have a rematch or click done. And just click done. And the same thing, either playing cricket or count up, cricket. You'll know all them games by now. So that's in offline mode. Let's go back to online now. Alright, so online, if I click online option, then you put in your username and your password. If you haven't registered yet, then you click register, and when you've clicked register, it'll synchronize the dartboard. Think of a username, put your email in, and continue through the options. I'm not going to do that. When you do that, you'll be registered for your year's subscription. So I'll just put my name in now. And click access. Now I'm online now, and you can either go straight to a game, but I'll show you some of the options on here. On here you've got latest news, which tells you various things. Obviously things will keep on improving and changing, like I said before, and the software will just keep getting better. And that option there where it says sync, that means it's connected to your board, you're synchronized. These diamonds here, that's marks per round. I think that's for cricket, and points per dart. I haven't really played proper games. I've only been messing about, pressing it with my finger. And here is my profile where it says Darts Nutz. If I click on that, it tells you achievements, games 3, reliability. That is the score that you get when you get marked from other players.
Games 1, losses 2. Again, I wasn't playing proper games, I was just messing about with another person just to check it out. But I'll probably end up with a lot more losses than wins anyway, because I'm hopeless. And this here where it says flights, every time you get an achievement and you complete a certain amount of achievements and that, you get awarded flights, and then you can use flights to buy things from the shop. If you scroll down a little bit, click on where it says achievements, and then if you scroll down, you get achievements for making more friends. Obviously you get more friends and then the stars will fill up, and then you probably get a flight or whatever. These are all various challenges. You can read all these when you see it, and it'll keep a check of all your achievements. If you click customize, these are the backgrounds, so you can have your own backgrounds. There'll be a lot more coming out. You scroll through them. If you click on sounds, there is no sounds or videos yet, but they're coming soon, so you'll be able to add your own sounds for when you do certain things like score a 1 ET or whatever. And it's the same with videos. If you click this arrow over here, this opens up another screen and it says access to iDarts community. If you press that little I, it makes it transparent. And notifications is where you get a message from a friend. So if you've got a friend and they sent you a message, it'll come up on there. If you click global, you can type something in there. It says one user online. That's probably me. Like I said, there's only a few of the boards in use at the moment, so it will keep on getting bigger and bigger. And you can type in there, type a message, and anybody who's online will be able to see the message. So you could say, does anyone want a game or whatever. If you click on the friends button, you can see your list of friends. At the moment there's just the 2 on there, and this white mark around their name tells you how far they're progressing to the next achievement. And obviously when they get a full round, they'll move up a ranking or whatever it is. You may notice some words like this are still in Spanish, but that'll be getting changed in an update. And you can see their rating, which is there. And if you want, you can remove them just by clicking the X. Go to rankings, as a list of all the players that are playing at present. Again, it's only been out a few weeks, so there's not many people playing. And you can check on the various options here, who's playing what. Seems to be more people playing cricket at present. And you can click national. I think I'm the only one in the country who's got one, so there won't be any other players, and the same applies around me. If anybody was around me, they would show up there. And if you click on shop, it takes you to the iDarts shop where you can buy things. If you want another person to use your board and make their own account, it's €5, and obviously for an annual license it's €20 or €3 a month. And you can get an avatar pack for 5 flights, and if you want to buy flights, you can buy 500 flights or 1200 flights for €10 or €15. But a lot more things will be coming out eventually. And if you click this arrow, it'll take you back, and if you click play, you can set up your own game, create, and then you can invite players or leave it open. If you leave it open, somebody might join in, but like I said, there's not many people online at present. So what I'll do now then is I'll just play against the computer in an offline mode.
Right, so I've set up a game of 501 against the computer, open in, double out. I've set the computer to casual level. Obviously it's offline, and anything you do offline doesn't count towards your rankings or achievements. And I don't think anything that you do in single player online counts as well, because I think it's just against human opponents that it counts. So I'll just click start. Right, before I start the game, when it's in this screen you can see the webcam on the right hand side. So if I was playing an opponent, he would be able to see that, and also the red virtual hockey.
Triple 5. Next dart. Triple 20. Next dart. 20. Next player. 19. Next dart. Triple 5. Next dart. Triple 17. New round. Extract darts.
Right, it tells me to extract the darts, even though I already have, obviously. I think that may be a little bit back to front, because obviously when I've had my throw, I should be able to press the button and then the computer has each throw. I shouldn't have to wait for the computer before I can do that, but it could be just a little thing that needs updating in the software. But like I say, it's only been out for 3 weeks, so I'm sure there'll be little bugs here and there. I think that might be one of them.
5. Next dart. Triple 20. 20.
Ah, come on.
Next player. Triple 2. Next dart. 15. Next dart. Triple 19. New round. Extract darts.
I'm actually using a 24-gram dart as well. I think the board can probably take 25 or maybe even 26 grams quite easily.
Next dart. 20. Next dart.
Pig.
5. Next player.
She puts me off when she
19.
says next dart. It's just as I'm about to
Next
throw.
dart.
I
15.
think that hopefully should be something else you can
Next
change.
dart. 5. New round. Extract darts. Next dart. 20. 18.
I was trying to rush that last one because
Next player.
I wanted to throw it before she said next dart.
Next dart. 6. Next dart. 18. New round. Extract darts. Triple 5. Next dart. 20. Next dart. 20. Next player. Triple 20. Next dart. Ball. Next dart. 2. New round. Extract darts. Triple 12. Next dart. Triple 18. Next dart. Triple 19. Next player. 2. Next dart. 16. Next dart. 3. New round. Extract darts.
This is where it'll get scrappy. Ah!
Next dart. Double
Ah. I was actually feeling nervous then.
13. Next
I'm
player.
already playing the computer
Triple
as well.
15. Next dart. Next dart. 15. New round. Extract darts.
Completely missed that.
Double 8. Winner.
About time.
We have a winner.
Well, we do, but it wasn't that great of a win. So obviously, after you've played the match, you can do a rematch. Tells you, well, it says points per darts, 25.476. Probably should have been quite a lot better than that, but it's not too bad for the first go. I actually felt nervous trying to beat the computer. That's crazy. And obviously this is only in the offline mode, so anything that you're doing offline, it doesn't count towards rankings or achievements. And I think it's only when you're playing against a human online that it does count. So that's basically that. I'll do a close-up of the board now with some darts hitting it. So it's quite a lot less noisy than what the Smartman board. Obviously when the points hit the plastic it still makes that kind of a clash kind of sound, but it's nowhere near as noisy as what the other board was. And I think it's because it's so nice and solid. Doing better now than I was against the computer. Yeah, I'll just zoom out a minute because I want to show you something. Right, this is something I just learned the other day. This plastic here, when I first opened the box, it looked as if there were some scratches on it, but what it was is the film behind it was still attached. So I unscrewed the plastic, unscrewed the screws and took the plastic off, and then I pulled the film off and it's completely clear and there's no scratches on it at all. It was just the film that was behind it. But I didn't know at the time that this is actually a feature of the board. You'll be able to take this plastic off, and when you take it off, this, what you see in the background, is like a paper background which is inlaid over the top. So they'll be coming out with customizable backgrounds, so you could have different coloured backgrounds and wood effect or whatever, or you could even make up your own background. You could put pictures behind it, whatever you wanted really. So that's one thing that's customizable. And the other thing, I'm probably not going to do it now, but on the back of the board, I don't know if you noticed, there was like kind of grooves on the back of the board, and there was little holes, and that's to put future add-ons. So there'll be future things coming out for the board, maybe cabinet doors that come round and close, or LED lights. There'll be all kinds of things coming out, so they've put a lot of thought into it already before they've even released it. And like I said, they've got lots of ideas, and basically to me it is just like a stand-up cabinet, like I've already said, but without all the background, because it is so solidly made, and it is just a really well put together board. Quite probably it's probably the best home soft tip board, but like I've only tried a couple, and I've tried a VS Phoenix machine, but this compares very well with that in terms of its performance. And what remains to be seen now is what they do with the software. So if they're going to keep on improving the software and making it better and better, then I think it's got a really good future, this board. So I'm quite impressed with it really. I'm just looking forward to seeing what they do with the software. and like I said, they'll be doing tutorials and they'll have a community forum and everything, so it's got a really good future, I think. But obviously it's quite expensive, but I think in this case you really are getting your money's worth, and like I said, I'm just impressed with it overall. I think the software is the only thing that is just slightly not up to par at the minute, but then again it's forgivable because it's just very early days and it needs a little bit of jazzing up, but I think that's going to happen. So that's the end of the review, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.